What was that? This week on Survivor Mandrew, I will be surviving the treacherous, unpredictable, and extremely humid climates of the Tornado Alley. My crew will be abandoning me for 7 full days, leaving me in the wilderness with nothing but my hands, my wits, and the bare essentials. So I'm here in Tornado Alley, where there's 7 to 12 tornadoes in a given spring season, and it's looking pretty clear out right now, but you never know. In a matter of seconds, things can change. This spot's not bad at all. I'm picking the Herpetitis bush because it has a broad leaf structure and will work great for shingling my shelter. One of the most basic survival tips to know when building a shelter is to mark your territory. You don't want animals coming sniffing around your stuff in the middle of the night, so what you do is you start to urinate all over the area. And once they smell your urine, they will not be coming back. I know what you're thinking. Survivor Mandrew, you're crazy. But even the weakest of lean-tos have got me through F5s and F4s all over Tornado Valley. Now remember, I'm traveling alone without a camera crew, so I had to pack only the bare essentials. Let's see what I got in my pack. 2 liters of water to get me started. An extra flannel, possibly for a blanket, maybe even hunting material, if that's what it comes down to. Jergens, because a week in the wilderness can totally destroy your skin. Australian gold tanning oil. A matchbook with 1 match. Dental floss with dental floss in it. My jackknife. About a week's ration of nuts and chocolate chips. A fleece with wolves on it. And I also have camera gear. If you're fortunate enough to take shelter by a big dead tree like I was, you'll also be fortunate enough to find excellent fire starting tinder like this. I just found some willow bruh in my dead tree. You'll notice it has little columns inside. That's where the willow actually goes in and cocoons himself for 7 to 8 weeks. One key thing to remember about the willowbruh is not to go too fast when you're trying to start the fire. This is an old native technique that I learned from a chief back in Chippewa about 7 months ago when I filmed an episode there. It's come in handy several occasions. It works better if you have a bow and you do it like this, but I didn't want to take the lace out of my boot quite yet. You gotta remember to breathe. When you blow on the fire, you don't want to inhale too much smoke and actually pass out into your fire. It's happened in many situations. These nuts and chocolate chips are wonderful. I'm very glad that I brought them. They'll give me the energy I need to stay alert tonight on the first night. The first night is the most important because you get to know the area. Getting the smoke in my face. But once you get to know the area, you're better off. I don't think I'm going anywhere. I'm gonna stay here all week. It's great. Oh, these nuts are good. I can actually feel the energy going down my throat and into my stomach. Kind of stupid move on my part, but I ate all the almonds and chocolate chips 3 hours into my first day. Luckily I have this fire, but I'm gonna have to get some food and I'm gonna have to get it fast. So I'm down here by the river and I found this ancient Aboriginal cup, probably used in the 1800s to drink out of or cook food by the fire. Either way, it was a great find for me. It's pretty rough out here without a fire. Oh yeah, my fire went out. Here in the Tornado Alley, the weather is constantly changing. It's almost impossible to predict what the next day might have in store for me. So it's day 3. Couldn't film at all yesterday because, sure enough, a tornado swooped through Tornado Alley and took out my lean-to. I spent all day in the rain rebuilding it, but it was just too wet and moist in the air for the camera gear. Wasn't willing to risk the entire show. But worst thing about when it rains is it destroys your fire. My one match. Here goes nothing. Well, that didn't work out. Looks like I'm gonna have to go back to the Chippewa way and build it myself. I'm gonna use my trusty old Swiss Army knife to scrape off some bark off this tree here. One thing you gotta remember out here when working with your Swiss Army knife, every injury is magnified. Now luckily, these sticks remain fairly dry through the tornado, so hopefully I can get it to start like that. An excellent pastime for when you're surviving out in the wild is to whittle. You'd be surprised with 7 days. You'd be surprised with 7 days how much amazing stuff you could make. Right now I'm working on a candle holder. And voila, I'm done. It's a giraffe candle holder. It's amazing what you can do with countless hours of spare time.